My name is Joel. I'm here with doing the chemistry, general chemistry. I'm doing lab 4, activity number 5. In activity number 5, we're to give. Well, I'm to give the molecular formula, the structural formula, the condensed structural formula, the skeletal model, the ball and stick model, and the space filling model. Uh, so we could have. So what I decided to do is select propane. The propane is just one of the gases from the periodic table. And excuse my voice, I'm kind of dealing with a cold. But anyways, the in the propane model, the molecular formula is what I have right here, and the molecular formula, and I might have to just zoom in, is going to be C3H8, and that's the chemical formula for propane. And in the chemical formula for their propane, they're about 20 valence electrons. And then the structural formula is where you give the actual breakdown. You give the breakdown of the bonding. It's how they're bonded. For example, ABC, and how they're all connected. So in the structural formula for the propane, again, you have to zoom in. I have I have three C's and eight H's, and now each line represents how they're bonded. There's bond across, there's bond on towards the bottom, and there's bonds towards the top. And this basically shows how the formula is bonded. There's like 10 bonds. So um, each one is connected with the other, with the heart, the they're all connected. And in the condensed structural formula, of course, it's more of a simple structure. There's no order of the bonding in this case. There's none at all. So in the condensed structural formula, we have what I discovered. We have CH3 connected connected to CH connected to CH2, which really equates to the original formula as well as the structural formula. Okay, and then in the skeletal model, the skeletal model doesn't really give us any. It doesn't give us any bonds. In other words, there's no bonding. There's no representation of the atoms or the bonds. Is just a simple skeletal model, and the shape of the skeletal model for propane looks like the rooftop of a house. It's like a half a triangle, and if you can see here, this is the skeletal model triangle of propane, just like a little, it's an angle, two angles connected together. Essentially, is what that is. Now, in the ball and stick model, I drew it out. And what that is, it's a bonding arrangement. Now, this doesn't show how the atoms bind. It doesn't show how they're bind. They just show a bonding arrangement, a ball and stick model. So essentially, again, I drew it out here. As you can see here, this is the model. In this case, I drew the model, how it angles out and towards the bottom. Underneath the bottom, there's two in the bottom. There's two here and two here, then one up above that. Same design over here. And at the very top, there's two up here to connect it. So essentially, the skeletal model is just a bonding arrangement. So we're giving you a breakdown of the molecular formula, the structural formula, the condensed structural formula, the skeletal model, and the ball and stick model. Essentially, is what that is. Now, the last part of this propane arrangement is called the space filling model. It's different from the skeletal model, whereas in the space filling model, it's kind of like three-dimensional. If you can see here, it's kind of like three-dimensional. I drew it as close as I could draw it. And you can see it right here. Okay, three-dimensional. And it's basically a bonds. It doesn't really indicate any bonds or atoms. There's no indication of it at all. It sort of looks like